stake there. So, the brother that I'm about to do the live with, man, y'all no stranger to who he is. If you've been following me, if you've been following Derrick Grace, you understand that this is essential leadership during this time. And I qualify essential leadership as those who have what you need. Especially, and I'll be cutting that off in a second, don't worry about the background music. Especially being able to speak truth to power and provide problems. Essential leadership are those who speak truth to problems. Speak truth to power and create solution to problems. Everybody's not essential around this time. You understand me? And a lot of you all been living in vulnerability because you've been too attached to non-essential things. And so now you're scrambling trying to find what's essential for you. And you lack the skill set to properly obtain those things and utilize them. And so those who have experience with the essentials, they find themselves having no problem with the person who preps for survival drills. You know, they like, oh, this is just my lane here. And so what you're going to find is there are going to be some people who talk about their successes and their productivity and them actually still scaling while everything else is detracting because this is their time. And let me turn down this music in the background. What's going on, bro?
Bro.
Man, blessings and opportunities, man. Listen, man, first of all, I just want to thank you for showing up on time, man. Keep your word and everything. And I actually don't see you going live with many people. I don't see you going live with anybody at all. So, you know, I appreciate you that you here and you showed up, man.
I was going live with people at all.
You know, I was just warming up my coffee. I was like, when I'm opening this up, I'm gonna say I thank you for that. And I'm like, wait a minute, he really don't go live with nobody at all.
No
you know
problem.
What I'm saying? Yeah, so thank you for being here, man. And it's some perfect time for your type of leadership.
Appreciate it.
You know, I was looking at some of your videos. I prepped for this interview, man. I ain't never prepped for an interview, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I was looking. I was looking at some of the videos that stem back to like 2013, 2014. You're talking about ownership and equity and things of that nature. And it's spot on and it's right on time because, you know, regardless if there's ups or downs, you were talking about things that are, you know, essential that people need to switch their mindset up. And I look at the growth from when you started to where you are. And the timeline shows somebody who's not just talking it, but utilizing the shit that they're talking about in real time.
Absolutely.
You know?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I got a couple of questions here. We're going to start it off like this. You know, this is the... Hey, listen, man. This is a real interview, man. This is a real interview. We got to take this serious, man. The people, look, they've been here bugging me all day long, man. When Grace on, when this... So I'm like, we here. All right, so what drives your love for family business?
Bro, I never want my children to deal with none of the adversity I dealt with in the workplace. See, like what a lot of people don't know is I was a dispatcher for 4 years. You feel me? Like based on traditionalism and the way we was raised, you know, like that was like the idea, like niggas was like you made it type of job because I had that job. And I tell people all the time, we're like, a lot of times you don't understand how much power these entities have over you till they actually take it. And bro, like, I remember working there, being on my high horse, having like a government job, and just like, hell yeah, man, I'm 18, I'm doing my thing, yada, yada, yada. And by the time I was 22, they had found a way to get me up out of there. And I realized at that point, like, people don't really realize, like, how much power you give these entities until, like, you need a grain of rice. You feel me? You're shocked on your feet because it's a real winner. Or the quality of food you're able to purchase. All those things are based off a stranger feeling like you worked it or you earned that shit. You feel me? So the biggest thing for me was putting my children in a position where, like, they call the shots. And I truly believe in nepotism. You know, hiring your family, putting your family in position. So, bro, to be honest, it really I give them not all the credit because they ain't create my work ethic. but in terms of giving me a great example of how not to let a motherfucker control your life, that's the best thing they ever did for me was to get rid of me. And then I started realizing, bro, I learned how the chain of command work. I learned how nepotism work. I learned how, like, if you associated or related to the right people, shit, you can get away with murder, bro. Even like even down to when I had my shooting and the way that law enforcement handled my shooting based on who my pops is. I really started studying the wolves at that point. It was just like, shit, I ain't really mad at the wolves. I'm trying to figure out how they got in a position of power and how they maneuver and finesse the game like they did to put everybody else in a position of power.
You know, that's raw, because I think that's where we're similar in the way we think. Instead of like just looking at things from a standpoint of insecurity and complaining about them, you saying, wait a minute, they leaving us a blueprint. If it worked for them, it works for us. Absolutely. All I got to do is adjust my position in the market, and I can win the same way that they do. Right. And so that's always been my thing. Like, why the fuck is y'all complaining about people who showing you how to win? You understand me,
bro? That's the biggest thing. Like, they don't really be getting, like, bro, emotions don't really move shit. So you got to get out your bag, especially in America. If you in your bag, you never gonna get shit done. This a crazy ass country. They do nut shit every day. So if you in your bag, you're going to find yourself in a stagnant position because you just in your feelings. The best thing you could do is really, like, start peeping how the Wolves play. Like, that's what I say, bro. People be on my ass when I own 4 Donald Trump books, and people be on my ass when I say, like, hey, you know, like, I know bro a bozo. I agree with you 1,000%. But we're not going to sit up here and act like he don't pardon all his dogs. He don't make sure everybody stay out of jail. Right. We're not going to act like he won't lie to the federal government with a straight face and nothing happened to him. We're not going to act like he ain't already making plays right now to make sure everybody's super rich. He's shooting for a re-election. And to me, bro, he that wild of a dude. Like, he'll pull some more national state of emergency shit just so he could force the presidency, and he going to get more of his niggas out of jail. He gonna make more laws that benefit them. He gonna keep cutting taxes, and he gonna make sure him and his homies is good to go.
Because you know that's what I would do,
bro. I told somebody else. I told somebody like last week. I said, bro, the only reason y'all mad at Trump is because y'all can't flex like he do. Because if you was in the same position, would you not pardon your brothers? Would you not put all your people in an advantageous position? So, I ain't mad at him, bro. I really be studying it.
Most of it is that we mad that Obama didn't do those kind of moves. It's really what we mad at. Like, we wanted him some bold black president shit. But, of course, you know, he first, bro, getting in there. He wasn't going to do that. That's all we wanted him to go in there and pardon all the gangsters, all the leaders. You know what I mean? Throw us some ones, change some bills up that benefit us. And we didn't get to see that. And then, like, Donald Trump so he can do the type of shit he doing, but Trump really just like, nah, I'm fucking with me and my niggas though, but thanks for the vote. But I talk to y'all as if it benefits you though. So, you know, I look at the new America, man, that's becoming more highly efficient, one world capitalist system that discards all non-essential personnel. Right. And a lot of people really figuring out like, yo, I am non-essential to this whole thing to work out. Like, the rich go still be rich with or without you. Absolutely. Usually they just use your energy and time as you trade that in so that they can make money off you as a commodity. Right. But right now, more importantly than that, though, the people are realizing, like, who's essential leadership? Like, they can't go to their favorite rapper and get some guidance on what to do during this time. He don't know. Right. You know, they can't go to their celebrity that they be watching all of the time to be like, yo, what do we do? They ghosted your ass. You know what I mean? But they financial advisors hitting their ass and telling them where to put the money, but they not gonna do that type of game. Yeah, bro, they not coming to social media and be like, hey, so this how y'all, bro, trust me, I know with some entertainers who cashed out on them stocks who knew what the play was. They just fuck, I'm gonna come tell y'all for so y'all could be rich as me. I'm never doing that. I'm gonna keep this shit to myself. Right. So the goal of most of the people you look up to is not to establish you as a peer. And so that you can continue to look up to them, which means you have to stay down in order to look up to someone. Absolutely. You know, instead of just be on the side by side. But I wanted to take in a different direction before we dive into the future of America, AI, different things of that nature, because you've been dropping bars on the people and preparing them for the future that exists in the present. Okay. But I was watching one of your interviews and you was talking about proximity dating. And you said you used to have up a trust wall. See, I was doing my homework. I was doing my homework. I got you, bro. So you said you used to have a trust wall and not let people in. How did you get over that to where now you got you a bag? All right, bro. How you let that invisible wall down, brother? Let us know. This is like, hey, I'm going to tell you the equivalent between you having your bae right now. It's like Sierra and her prayer to get Russell Wilson. I got you. The people want to know. All right, bro. So look, just in a nutshell, all right. Bro, you know I have 3 different moms for the family, right? So mom number 1, I've known since I was 4. Mom number 2, I've known since 14, and mom number 3, I've known since I was 9. Feel me? So I always had this illusion in my head that if you have history, they won't mishandle you, they won't fuck you over, they won't mistreat you. Like they gonna like basically, if you could trust them down the road, is how I always program myself to believe. But bro, to be honest, like it really was a security blanket, because I basically used that as my excuse to like not take any outside women I ever dealt with serious. And I basically like used my that was my excuse to misuse them, and that was also my excuse to never be receptive to what they was truly trying to give me, because I was like, well shit, we ain't got history, so I can't take you that serious. But bro, at a certain point, you'll begin to realize that, like, that's why I say, bro, proximity dating is a real thing. It's a lot of people who stay within certain confines just so they can get a similar result, because they're actually afraid to go get a real result. They're actually afraid to go get something, to go get some shit that genuinely benefit them. They're actually afraid to, like, find somebody that fuck around and make them vulnerable and happy and be like, damn, I think I want to actually love somebody. Right. So you just, like, you may sleep with other women, you may fuck off, because I was doing all that. You may have women all across the nation, different states, different area codes, but you'll never allow them to have the most deepest thing to you, because you only want to tie it to people you had a great deal of history with, because it feels safe. But bro, for the most part, after doing that shit for like 3 or 4 years, I just came to the realization that like I was in my own way. And at that point, I had to open myself up and make myself receptive to, you know, other things and other people, because there's something else that happened with proximity dating. You will keep getting the same result, and then you just, one day you got to be honest and look in the mirror and be like, bro, you frequent the same Walmart, you frequent the same dealership, you frequent the same bank. You don't even physically step out of your comfort zone. So how in the hell you gonna run into something that's gonna bring you a different result? You intentionally subject yourself to a demographic of people because it just feels safe, because you've known them forever. Right. Bro, I took like 2018, and you know, bro, just being real with you, right? And ladies, this is why I be saying, ladies especially, you gotta invest in yourself. But nah, bro, she first hit me up to get the corner of the corporate curriculum and the in-home banking board. And bro, it was hey, you know my motto, man. Look, best way to flirt with an entrepreneur is with a receipt. That's the best way to flirt. Hey, so she hit me for that at first, and it wasn't nothing. I just remember going on the page, cause bro, I'm tell you too, like shit was crazy, right? Cause bro, just keeping it in the bug with you. Most times when I see women that that I like see potential in, is just being real. The first thing I'm thinking is like, damn, I'll fuck her. That usually be my first thought, right? Yeah. But when I seen her, bro, it was different. No lie, bro. I seen her and I was just like, damn, who is that? And I was like, man, she look different. Like she look like she probably weird like me, bro. That was my first thought, right? But then I just left it alone, because bro, I'm super busy. I'm still scheming. I still got 10 women all over the nation. So I'm like, whatever. But bro, I remember telling myself like, I'm gonna get back to that situation. But we just left it alone. So bro, she hit me a couple more times after that, just about like, you know, educational related shit. Yeah, bro. Like one day scheming too. Hey, let her tell it. She was scheming, but one day, bro, she put a post up about like always being the third wheel. I'm like, fuck, cause like, bro, what a lot of people don't know me is I'm shy, bro. She the second woman I ever hollered at in my life. Like I'm not the outgoing type that just gonna pull up on me like, what's your name, number? Like, nah, I got other ways. So
when she put the post up in her DM, I was like, damn, okay, that's my entry right there. Shit, let me shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Bro, I shot my shot. It was like, shit, you could be my date next time I'm in Atlanta. And bro, she replied. It was like, okay. I shot her the number, and then, bro, little razzle dazzle. I dropped the slab, and it was a wrap, bro. After that, it was over. I sealed the deal.
Yeah. Okay. And for where it's been golden ever since thus far, man.
And bro, no lie, right? All the qualities that I thought I want, or that I actually did want from having them 10 women, no lie, bro. Like it's some wild shit, but I found it in one individual. So like, bro, I look at dating and relationships and love and all that totally different, because a nigga was spreading himself thin. Like, bro, I had a little baby in Philly, New Orleans, like all over the place, bro. Probably like 6 different states. I had something steady that.
Damn, I couldn't even believe that.
Yeah, bro, look, I had something steady in like 6 different states that I was flying in and out on a weekly basis. And then I had something in the city where I live, but nah, bro, like, I got that shit wrapped into one at this point, so, yeah. Yeah,
no, congratulations, man. It's funny because, going to that next level as a man definitely requires a woman. I would say that there's times that a person can look at it as a luxury, but we in some treacherous times right now, and it's definitely a necessity. Like, absolutely. It ain't even something you can even kind of bullshit on right now. Like, I wouldn't say like scramble and go out there and try to find it real quick, but really try to put out that beacon of where y'all find each other a little faster. You understand me? Because the quicker y'all can come together, the quicker y'all can start building y'all empire. And it's going to require you a partner through this time. Like, shit get rough and as it shake out, you're going to need somebody to balance you.
Bro, you 100% right about that. Like, I tell people this all the time, right? They see my level of success or the money or how I can create or kick information at a certain level, but they don't be understanding, bro. Like, the woman I'm dealing with, she has to take the brunt of a lot of that pressure, because when I log off the gram or I log off a course, so I'm not out teaching, like, this is what I come home to. Feel me? So all that unsettled trauma or stress or energy, she have to sort all that out. You feel me? So people don't even be knowing, bro, like how more dangerous you're gonna be when you got an adequate partner. You feel me? Like people don't know, like, and bro, it's a beautiful feeling. Salute to anybody who have it, but it's a beautiful feeling to have somebody that makes you eager to want to get your ass up and go work. You feel me? Like they handle you with a certain set of gloves that make you want to go grind. That